Well, and we're back, and man, I am so greatly honored to introduce the newest NFL defensive assistant and from the New Orleans Saints. Cory Robinson has joined us for an interview. What's up, Cory?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Howdy.
So he represents Who Dat Nation, but everybody needs to know that Cory is actually from Baltimore, Maryland, represent the 410443 area code. Cory, man, we're great to have you, man. And we just jump right into it, man. But your coaching career, I've seen it. A lot of people don't know that, but I've seen it because you had some ties to some family members. And dude, like your coaching career has taken off like a skyrocket. And I just want to know, man, like, what is it? What do you attribute to your rapid development and your ability to make it to this point in your young coaching career?
I think it just starts with just first and foremost passion, man. You know what I mean? When you got passion for something, a lot of people, I've heard people say, you never work a day in your life. You know what I mean? When you operate in your passion. Next, the biggest thing is, man, I've had some great people make an impact on my life. You know what I mean? In the game of football, between coaches, between other teammates that I've had, and obviously being a coach, some athletes that I've been able to impact, and because of the impact on my life that football has had, that's what kind of motivated me to stay in the game, and really those relationships that have been created along the way have catapulted me into each step along the way. There's not one move or promotion or anything that's come solely on my own. It's come from obviously hard work and doing people right, but having people be able to say good things about you, having people want to see you in leadership positions, and ultimately creating opportunities for you.
That's what's up, man.
Nice.
So I know Trent had some questions for you too.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Cory, thanks for coming on the show, man. Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
So first question I had was, since joining the NFL coaching staff, like, what's one crucial lesson that you've learned so far?
I would say, everybody's got a job, man. I mean, it's a business, and everybody's got a job. Everybody's got a role, and you are trusted to do your job, and you're trusted to complete your role at a high level, and don't make any excuses. I learned that real quick coming in the door. I mean, just seeing the way that the day-to-day operations are, even when COVID hit, and because actually I got hired in New Orleans in March, like March 9th or something like that. It's my first day on the job, and so I was there for literally a week in the city of New Orleans, and then everything got shut down. And I flew back, to my home in Maryland, and I've been working from home ever since then. And I can honestly tell you, obviously, with things being different, but the New Orleans Saints didn't skip a beat. Just a great professional organization that handles their business. I've been able to see firsthand just how things operate, and I've been very impressed. And I would say, that's probably the biggest lessons that I've learned so far. It's just, no excuses. It's about getting it done. Nobody cares that, that there may be different circumstances or things like that can hinder it. It's about getting it done. At the end of the day, it's about winning at this level. And by us working virtually, the message was, well, we're going to prepare our team and our organization virtually better than any other 31 teams in the National Football League are preparing the same way.
Yeah. Nice. And like, kind of like, leading into that, you talked about you got hired March 9th, right? But after getting hired, like, what was some of your initial reactions to that? Excitement, anxiety, how were you feeling?
A lot of things. I mean, so I was at the University of Maryland on the coaching staff there as a defensive back coach, and Maryland's home. Maryland was the first place that I started out my college coaching career. So it was a place that's near and dear to me and my family. Grew up, being a Terps fan, being from Baltimore. So the chance to come home a year ago to coach at Maryland was like an unbelievable opportunity. So again, the NFL comes calling, and you're already kind of at your spot, the place that you've kind of had your eyes on for some years where you wanted to be. That's a tough decision. And, I had a great group of young men that I was coaching. So leaving that place was one set of emotions, right? And then, I got my family settled here in Maryland. We bought a house here. My kids are near their grandparents. I'm back close to all the folk that, I know and love. And now, very kind of prematurely or had to interrupt that faster than I thought I would to now uproot my family and go to a whole new place. That's a whole nother set of emotions. And then, the fact that, it's going to the National Football League, which is the ultimate level of this profession. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? Haven't been there before. What kind of adjustments am I going to have to make? Coming in the door, how am I going to be viewed? So you got a bunch of different emotions and a bunch of different things going on, but then also excitement, like you said, which is, it's a tremendous opportunity. An organization like New Orleans Saints, a team that wins, that, has a great head coach, a great staff, great members on the team, guys that know how to win, that want to win, and do it the right way. What an unbelievable opportunity. So, it's a bunch of different things going on, a bunch of emotions. But, the good thing is, is learning how to work through it all, learning how to grow through it all, and managing those things has been, definitely a great learning experience for me.
Awesome.
Cool. Hey, Cory, it's Rob. It's really
Rob?
nice to talk to you, boss.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm on the hot seat when you start talking.
Oh, trust me, we gonna get live here in a minute.
No,
Oh.
Hey, it's like if I fly to New Orleans and watch a Saints game, I expect the Saints to get live because that's what they do out there on the field. So you here in the hot seat right now, we gonna get live here a little bit too.
Yeah, man.
So my first question for you, boss, is I know that in the current climate of COVID and everything, things have really changed. Mm-hmm. And so I want to ask you, no one really knows for sure right now. I understand that. But my question to you is, do you think that it's a possibility for an NFL game to ever be played without an audience present?
Well, we're about to find out. It's absolutely possible. It's gonna happen, and that it can happen. These men are professionals. Us coaches are professionals. Everybody in the organization is professionals. The commentators, the TV networks, got people that are experts in what they do. And the biggest thing is everybody in every facet of life, is dealing with this pandemic, is dealing with COVID-19, and everybody's having to find the new normal and ways to adjust. The NFL is obviously not exempt to that. And so I just think, everybody's kind of like, nobody really knows what it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like. But I think when you get down to it, bottom line is our jobs is to entertain. Our jobs is to go out and put a good product, on the field. For fans and for everyone that loves the National Football League, loves New Orleans Saints to be proud of. And I think that's the focus. And especially, right now in this time where so many lives have been disrupted, there's been, so many tragedies and things that we're dealing with as a nation and as a whole world, for that matter. I do think, football can bring some normalcy. It can help, I think, be like, therapeutic, if you would, for folk right now. So I'm hoping that we're able to kick off and bring the people what they want. And I'm excited, whether there's one person in the stands or whether there's, 50,000 at some point, like normal. I believe that these men are going to go out and be professionals and play the game that they love and play for all the right reasons. So I'm excited about it. And here's the thing, on television, I think it's going to still be the same, for the viewers at home, because it's going to be competitive ball, the best players, in the world playing a sport that they love and competing against one another.
Okay. And for my second question, Oh, hold on a second.
Oh Lord Jesus! I knew he was gonna do some shit like this. I knew it.
All
I
right,
knew
so
it.
here we go. Here we go. So I'm the general manager. I'm Howie Roseman, Philadelphia Eagles. We need a D-back really, really bad in Philadelphia. So check this out. Would you mind sending me a D-back for 2 cheesesteaks and a soft pretzel? Would you mind giving up one of your superstars? You know what I mean? Y'all stopped this cold dead in our tracks 2 years ago. And going back to the Super Bowl when Alshon Jeffrey dropped that slant across the middle, broke Philly's heart. We need one of your superstars. We need.
Hey,
you mind coming to Philly?
Y'all just sent back home one of y'all superstars and Malcolm Jenkins, and we appreciate that. And hopefully a cheesesteak came along with that.
There you go. There you go, Cory.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate you.
Hey, Cory, man. The one thing I want to ask you, man. The stigma, the social injustices that are taking place right now. With your role and your accomplishments, what do you hope to do to instill some type of change within the community?
Yeah, to me, I think it starts with accountability. My role, what I've been doing, what I've vowed to do. I've been on a few different public platforms since all this stuff has gone down. It's to hold folk accountable. It's not good enough to just recognize, to just point out and say, hey, that's bad, that's not good, I don't like that that's happening. Do something about it. Address it. That's just been my challenge to just folk that are friends of mine, to folk that are colleagues, that have at least asked me questions or things like that, of what they can do. I've just told them, we all got to just hold each other accountable. I also think, just educating myself on history, right? Educating myself on the different injustices that we know about, and the ones that are obviously being pushed by the media, but also a lot of the stories of injustices that don't show up in the media, that are in books, that are in journals, that are in newspapers, that are throughout history. Just doing my own research so that I'm equipped with more, fact-based information and knowledge when I'm having these discussions. I think some people get into discussions and they operate from a place of emotion.
Yeah.
When that's what's expected. If you want to challenge people, if you want to, really speak to things that are real issues, you need to know what you're talking about, right? And I think, and that's because now you're educating someone on what's really happening, what's going on. That may not, because the biggest thing I'm seeing across the aisle is I just call it flat out, it's ignorance, right? It's the ignorance. It's not knowing history. It's not knowing that these things are happening, they're going on. So therefore, people just act as if they don't exist. Well, now when I'm in a position to educate you on what's going on and give you a history lesson, if you will, now you know. So if you know better, what they say, you know better, you got to do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can attest to that. Somebody, operating out of emotions. We got one guy on the show right now, Rob, who acts out of emotions every time we talk to him. So
I'm gonna be seeing you real soon, Ron.
You're gonna be seeing you real soon, Ron. Cory, man, look, man, we greatly appreciate you coming in on Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, man.
We're gonna come check you out.
Definitely.
I'll be, I wish you well. I wish your team well. But I rock with that green and yellow.
I know.
Go Pack, go.
You're a cheesehead. It's all good, man. But no, I love the show, man. Keep doing what you guys are doing, man.
Man, appreciate it. Hey, Cory, how can they reach you? How can they follow you, man, on Twitter, Instagram?
Absolutely. My Twitter is Coach C, like my first name, C, Cory. Coach C _DB. And I'm on Instagram, the DB Guru. There was a time when I knew a little something about DB, so the DB Guru is my Instagram handle.
Hey,
welcome all followers.
I seen some of the highlights, man. Cory was nice at it. Cory was nice at it, man. Cory, man, we appreciate you, man. Good luck to you for the rest of the season, man. And we'll actually, man, try to catch up with you during the middle of the season, man. See how things are going, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Awesome.
Yep, take care.
So